Hello, and today you find me inshore, and behind me, right in the distance, you can see the property that is going to be coming on the market. We are looking at a 5 to 6 bedroom detached period property in beautiful condition, complete with garage and parking, and this stunning long garden. You can probably just about hear in the background the trickle of the pond and the fountain bubbling into that. Now we also have an amazing detached workshop at the end of this garden, which will offer a superb work from home space for somebody. So let's, without any further ado, let's take you inside and show you a little bit more. Right, so as we come in through the front door, straight away we've got this fabulous hallway, and what is really lovely is that you've then got these double sliding doors which take you out through this kind of covered area straight through into the garden. Now, first place I'm going to go is to the more formal living room, a beautiful sitting room. Great to have the character features in this property. It's absolutely packed full of them. And first off, you'll notice that we've got this wonderful open fire with bar stone surround at the end. Plenty of room in here for lots of different sofas and seating. We've even got piano in the corner here. So a really good sized room and really nicely maintained. The other benefit is that you have got double glazed windows to the front with secondary glazing, and as you've probably just noticed, you can't really hear those cars at all, which is super. So just coming through, back past through this hallway area, past that lovely outside section, and then into the kitchen. And then we have this wonderful farmhouse kitchen. I mean, just look at the size of it. You've got a huge table in the middle. We've got lots of units with a granite worktop over, really thoughtfully and tastefully designed and fairly modern, but without that kind of super modern look to it, which is really lovely. You've got twin ovens at the end here, and then we've got other built-in appliances as well. But let's just give you another view back from this end, where you can see at the other end of the room where I've just come in, we also have this fantastic feature fireplace. So that would be open at one point, isn't usable at the moment, or isn't in use, should I say. So really great space and a really lovely area. Plenty of room for all the family together and to have their tea. Now, let's take you down through. You may have noticed that we've got this little couple of steps down here, and hiding down here is a really stunning extra family room. Now, this has also got a dining table in it if you want a more formal space. Also has some sofa seating, as you can see, and then we also have, even better, a little fireplace. So a fabulous space in here to be able to have the kids come out and have their own kind of living room snug if they want, but you've also got this fabulous space for a dining room as well. You've got all the character with the beams, you've got the double and the secondary glazed windows. I mean, just an absolutely beautiful space down here as well. And then just to add to that, if I spin round, you can see we've got some open archways here, taking us a couple of steps up into an even lighter area again. And we have what is an absolutely amazing study space. So you can see we've got the vaulted ceiling with the big velux at the top, lots of wonderful beams all exposed as well. And then as I come back down, give you a view back along, we've got the desks all built along this side, but then you also have the addition of another little nook over to the right hand side here, so you could easily have desks arranged slightly differently if you wanted to. Now again, this could be as it is a fabulous study area, but it could also be a really useful kind of area for the kids to hang out, or just as a playroom if you've got little ones. So it's lots and lots of options with this property, and that's the real beauty of it. There are lots of choices and different ways you could use the space. So I'm coming back through, and it's going to make sense as I just spin round to the left, because you'll see that I've come back on myself and we're now back at the other end of the kitchen again. But now we're in this fantastic laundry and utility space, and straight away, apart from the beautiful wood floors, the heightened ceilings again, that wonderful big velux giving us loads of light, you've got plenty of space for shoes, coats, etc. You've also got really fabulous large cupboards here on the side. So you've got laundry cupboard, you've got the tank in one of these, so the warmth is there, and you've also got a kind of utility cupboard for your ironing board and your hoovers and things like that. Then the door to the left takes us back out into the garden, so we have two options for access into the garden. One, this is the kind of muddy way in, and then you've got a super little downstairs cloakroom with basin and toilet, space for a washing machine and tumble dryer and a stacking unit if you wanted to, or as these guys have got extra fridge and freezer out here as well. So really nice area here and a really useful space. So like I say, the kids can come in and the dogs can come in from the garden straight into this area, decamp all the muddy boots and shoes. You've got the areas for cleaning everything up, and you've got this fantastic laundry space through this area here. So just going to run back round briefly just to give you another bearing on things. There's that wonderful kind of vaulted study area tucked off to the side there, which you can access from the utility end or from the downstairs second sitting room. This wonderful long kitchen. Just swinging round to the left then, that wonderful snug dining room, very large room to be calling a snug, but nevertheless a beautiful space for extra seating. Great to have the feature of the fireplaces, and then back through to the hall and onwards to the living room. So now we've seen downstairs, let's take you upstairs and show you the bedrooms. So just coming up to the top of the stairs, and you can see we've got this lovely long landing with the bedrooms off to the right and the left. We've got 6 in total that could be used as bedrooms or alternative rooms as well. And just to show you, as before we go down here, we've got a couple of steps down and we've got a doorway ahead. I'll just show you that in a moment. But if I go left first, we've got a lovely small single bedroom in here, which is just really cute and quirky. It's got the beams, it's got the velux windows throwing in lots of light, and you've even got the borrowed light from the window looking out onto the downstairs study area with that big velux as well. So it's a really bright room, which is lovely. And what's really good is you can easily get a single bed in here, or you could have a cot in here. You could even get a small, or this could be a sofa bed quite easily. And what's also interesting is there are some options here. Although you've got the main door in, you've also got the other little door there, which could bring into this space. So if in some ways you wanted to kind of change it around the layout, that would be quite easily done. Then coming through and into the first of the double bedrooms. So this is a really lovely sized room. Again, we've got all the character you would hope for in here, with the beams, the lovely latched windows. Really nice to have some wardrobes built in here as well, and enough space in here, as you can see, for a double bed and bedside tables alongside some storage. We've also got all these beautiful latch doors as we go round. Now coming back up a couple of steps onto the main landing area and straight across, and we come into another small but beautiful little room. So really lovely single. It's a really good size single. In fact, you could get a double in here if you wanted to, but I think best use of space is exactly as these guys have it dressed already. Lovely space for a wardrobe just over on the side, and then we've got the double glazed windows which look out over that gorgeous garden, which we will take out to see shortly. So just to show you again, plenty of room for a single bed in here as well. Again, those beautiful doors as we go through. Then all the way along, and next one along is the first of our double bedrooms. So again, a nice size. This is actually very similar to the next door that we've just been into, so it does show you quite nicely how a double would work in here. Again, perfect double bedroom, wardrobes built in as well, and lots of space in here. Nice as a guest room, great as a kids room. Again, a perfect single, or again a study, because those views just can't get away from being able to sit at a desk and look out over there. So as I've said, there's so many different options with this house on how you might dress it and how you might use the space. But there are lots of options here, and that's the important thing. So as we come along the landing, there's a little step up just there, and then we've got these lovely big windows to the left hand side, throwing lots of light in. And first thing we come to on this section is the really huge family bathroom. So really great space, big enough to have a separate shower cubicle, as you can see, alongside the bath that's built in. Nice and modern, with your vanity units underneath and heated towel rail as well. So really great space in there. Again, you can lie in that bath and look at that garden view. Then the second bedroom, I would say on size, we've got a fabulous double in here. What a lovely room. I love the colours that are painted as well. I know you can change these things, but it gives a really nice period feel to a property, nice amount of character. As you can see, as I've panned back now, lots of space for wardrobes at that end of the room, as well as your double bed. And again, those absolutely beautiful views over the garden in that direction. Now, as we're at the front, these windows to the front have got secondary glazing on, which is a really fabulous idea. It just gives you a view over towards the houses that direction. And then as you come through, last but not least, you've got the master bedroom. So straight away you'll notice we've got two very good sized double built-in wardrobes on the right hand side here. We've got a window at this aspect towards the front, and you can tell how effective that glazing is, with absolutely no noise whatsoever coming from any passing traffic. And you can see it's probably not as busy as you would expect that road to be. Then we've got this beautiful double bedroom. I mean, just look at this space, so pretty. Lovely to have another two windows here giving lots of light, and then from the bed you've got the view down through this window and again towards the fields and towards your garden as well. And then another extra bonus is that we have got an ensuite. So for an older house to have an ensuite, this is a little bit more unusual. So we've got a gorgeous modern ensuite in here, lovely vanity units, nice size for a sink, good window, again looking over the garden, and a beautiful big shower cubicle there as well. You can't complain with that one. We've got a little bit of loft access just in that room there, and that just finishes off the top floor. So what a huge amount of space you've got on offer here. What a fabulous location and lots of opportunities. But we haven't finished yet. Let's take you outside and show you the garden and all the different options we have there as well. So coming out of the utility door, let's just give you a bit of a guided tour of this lovely garden space. And straight away you can see here that we've got this fabulous large block paved patio in a really lovely distinctive pattern, giving it that real age and character. You can just see as I go point straight ahead there, that is the stable door into the garage, and then you've got the little shed as well. And then just to pan back to show you that we've got that lovely kind of covered area as you come out of that section just off the hallway, so you can actually see all the way right through and down straight through this gorgeous garden. So as you can see, we've got lots of room here. We've got tons of lawn, big patio, but this is really unusual to see a property with a garden of this size still. Absolutely full of beautiful mature trees. Lovely spring plants are coming through now, and I'm just going to really give you a bit of a sweep around as we walk along, really. So we've got the greenhouses over to the left and another very large shed here, beautiful weeping willow tree. And then as we come down into the lower section, just a little slight dip down, and we've got this rear end of the garden where we've got more kind of storage sheds over to the side here, just a little lean-to, and then we've got a really lovely big kind of vegetable bed here. You could make this even bigger if you wanted to, because by golly there is enough space. And then right down to the end, and we've got this really lovely large pond here with the waterfall going. What an absolutely beautiful spot. Now we are on Shore Hill, so you may have noticed that we are near the road. But actually, if I stop and just be quiet now, you can tell that you can hardly hear it at all. We'll do that again as we get back up to the top. But what a fantastic space here, absolutely beautiful. We've got this lovely little kind of mini orchard over to the left here, which has got a wide variety of fruit trees in there. And then as you just caught a glimpse of, this fabulous workshop at the end. Now, This area here has a multitude of uses, currently set up exactly how I think I would have it. Straight away you've got the insect and bee home on the side, perfect. Little area at the back there for storing the bins, and the steps up to the first floor, which we'll show you in a moment. But this is just a fantastic space. I mean, straight away, open carport, lovely timber building, and then as we come through, you've then got this really great workshop space as well. Perfect man cave, absolutely superb, with the light from the front window as well. Tons of room for all the tools you'd ever want. What a fantastic space. Now let me just take you up the steps. I'm just going to go a little bit steady on these as it's been raining, but just coming up to the top here, and straight away you've got these lovely open views towards the rear, but just panning back round, you can just about see the detached cottage in the distance behind the trees here, looking down on your fabulous garden. And then in here, what a superb space. So straight away, this is one of those situations where I'm thinking, could I move here? Because this would be absolutely perfect for a work at home office. What a super space. Loads of room, as you can see behind here. Opens all the way back out. And then you've got these lovely large velexes. You could be seeing through that, just looking at the trees while you're working. So I'm just going to come in, pan back round again, just give you another view from this angle, just to give you an idea how large this space is. But what a superb addition. Obviously with light and power and everything you would need up here. Internet wise, you'd probably run it from the wireless and use a booster to get to this end, but a really, really useful space. So let's just finish off with a bit more of the garden. So just finishing off, really just to give you a last look at the garden before it starts raining again. Just imagine sitting out here on an evening with a glass of wine, having a chill. I mean, what an amazing space. And then you could be working down here with a very large vegetable bed to the side. You've got your orchard just to the left, which is coming along nicely. And then tons and tons of room for the children to play, or for you to keep you busy for many, many very lovely days gardening. Now this property set in a really convenient location, very easy drive into Bath from here, nice and straightforward. You've also got the bus route from Bath just outside on the main road. You can pick up the bus really easily, probably every half an hour or so, with a combination of different routes that go along this section. Then you've got the Loudon Garden Centre just up the road, perfect for picking up more plants to fill this beautiful garden, but also for the farm shop and a fabulous restaurant with a really good reputation, along with Il Vero d'Oro, which is an Italian restaurant cum pub just opposite there, so all within easy walking distance. For the family and for more exciting opportunities outside of eating and drinking, you've got the golf club just around the corner at Shaw and Whitley, and you've also got a little cricket club in there. We've got the very, very exclusive Pear Tree Inn, which is really sought after to go and eat or to stay there. And then we've also got a little community shop in the village of Whitley, along with village halls there, and also a really fantastic village hall, playing fields and park just around the corner here in Shaw. So that pretty much covers everything. We're nice and equidistant between Corsham and Melksham. What more could you want, really? This is a beauty. Please do get in touch and we'll get you a viewing as soon as possible.